Hey, Mike here. I wanted to briefly give you an idea of what it's going to take to be successful in the alarm industry. And to best help illustrate that is by explaining a concept in the Slight Edge, which I highly recommend by Jeff Olson of reading. It is an excellent book, but here's what it talks about is this, that everything we do matters. Everything, no matter how insignificant that it looks, it is extremely important. Have you ever heard of the riddle, if you will? Would you rather have $1 million today, or would you rather have a penny doubled over 30 days? Most people immediately say, what? I'll take the $1 million today. But do you realize that penny a day doubled in 30 days is over $10 million? And it shows you the compounding effect that can happen. Well, we take that penny, right? And it's just a penny. It's so insignificant. That penny is nothing, right? Well, that's one thought. That's one thing that you read today. That's one thing that you do, that you're focused on moving towards your goal. That penny is so easy to do, but it's also so easy that it's easy not to do. And this is what we're talking about, the slight edge. So if we look at the two outcomes of what the slight edge will happen, is that everything that you're doing is either moving toward the one goal, or not moving towards the other goal, which would be failure. So one's moving to success and one's moving to failure. So the very, very simple disciplines, right, that we do every single day. And see, the challenge with, it seems like a lot of people, is they way overestimate what they can do in a short amount of time and way underestimate what they can do over a little bit of a longer period of time. And I want you to mentally prepare that this career is going to take you developing a skill. A skill. That's all it is. No one here was born an ADT sales rep. It's all learned. So what you want to do is understand that this is going to take a minute. It's going to take you studying. It's going to take you applying yourself of little disciplines. Nothing hard, but little disciplines, small ones, that will help you in your journey of being successful here and learning that it's just a skill that you can learn. And with your mentor of doing already what you want to do, that has secured over 2,000 homes himself, he's going to show you every step along the way. But it's up to you to do the little things. Again, these little things are going to be easy to do, but they're also so easy that it's easy not to do. So it's going to be up to you. So as you can see this graph, starting out right on this course of this being success up here and failure down here, of succeeding here, you can see it's going to start out very, very similar because it's so small. A penny doubled every day for 4 days is what? 2 cents, 4 cents, 8 cents, 16 cents. 16 cents, still insignificant, right? When you look at it like that, you turn back, it's like, I've done nothing. Nothing's really mattered. But yes, it has. Yes, it has, okay? If you keep staying focused on the daily disciplines to make you successful, it compounds. Albert Einstein said the eighth wonder of the world is compound interest, right? And that's exactly, you can apply it to money, financially, or you can talk about a skill that you learn, or any activity that you do, and any activity that you don't do, right, is going to compound over time. So this is the concept. Let me move to the next slide. Again, let's say this is where you are. You want to learn the skills on how to secure 2 to 5 homes a week, right? And if you follow that over to, you can go to either B or you can go to C. Let's talk about B. You learn the skills of securing 2 to 5 homes a week, which would roughly be between 700 to 1750 a week, right? This is a skill. Once you have this skill, you're going to have it. You're going to own it. It's going to be yours. No one's going to be able to take it from you. You've realized that what? People are generally predictable, right? They live in certain kind of homes. They have 2.3 kids on the average. Life insurance companies, they know based on what color car you drive, of how much they should charge you on the insurance, because they've done their numbers and their statistics that people that drive red cars are going to get in more accidents, so they charge you more, right? Because why? History leaves clues of numbers and probability and success and numbers, just like baseball players. They know out of 10 hits, right, or 10 times up the bat, they're going to get between 2 to 3 hits, right? And they strike out or get an out, 7 or 8 times. But that difference is slight as well. But the point is, once a probability or a ratio appears, it tends to continue because people are generally predictable. Why am I saying this? Because this is just a skill that when you own it, it's going to get super predictable of your results, right? And then your other option is either to learn the skills, or C, you give up on learning the skills of securing 2 to 5 homes a week. That is the only way that you can fail, is if you give up on learning. You get out of the simple, easy daily disciplines to get you on the path to success of learning how to secure 2 to 5 homes a week, right? Or you can learn it, or you can fail. So it's going to be, look at this success curve. What's uncomfortable early becomes comfortable later, right? Think about this. Yes, it's going to be tough right now. You've never learned these words. You never thought of, a good warm up. You've never practiced that. You're going to get caught and people are going to say an objection. You're going to have no idea what to say, even though you've heard it 10 times or we practiced it. It's going to be uncomfortable. Do you accept that for this reward of having a skill that you can earn 700 to 715, 100, 1,750 a week on the average? Can you accept that it's going to be uncomfortable for a little while? But then what's it lead to? It leads to being comfortable. Think about this. How would you like to wake up in the morning and know that any week that you want, you can go earn about, I'm going to just say 1,000 plus a week. You can have a comma in your check every week. You're gonna be able to way out earn anything that you possibly could do on an hourly basis. You got it. You know it. It's there. It's just money for the taking. Because you just know that you know. Just like you're gonna sleep in your bed tonight. You can go out and create 1,000 plus a week income any week that you want. That is what I call comfortable, right? But guess what? It starts by being uncomfortable. What do most people do that lead to failure, right? Is what they do is they get real comfortable at first. All right. They just stay comfortable. They don't learn the skill. They're not really, they might ride with Jason and just kind of show up and don't really need to practice and don't need to read a book and all those things. It's super comfortable, right? It's easy to hit the snooze button. It's easy not to do these things. It's comfortable. But what happens later? You don't get to experience being comfortable with finances. It becomes what? Uncomfortable. Because what's going to happen? You're going to then have to look for another job. You always wonder, man, could I develop the skill if I applied myself? And yes, you can. You got to have the attitude, if one man can do it and they're willing to show me everything they do, that you can do it, right? It's just believing in yourself and believing that you can do those little things. It's not this huge step. I want to get people out of thinking that, you know what, you're going to learn it today and you're going to have the skill tomorrow. No, we're talking about a skill. It's a skill about relating with people and having the influence and understanding and a little bit of knowledge of the security, but more learning about people and dealing with people. Because if you can find out how to get them to express what they want, then your job is just to be a solution finder. And you do that through questioning, and you'll learn those skills through Jason and the team that we have here. So it's going to take a little bit of discipline, right? And then on the other side, if you're heading towards giving up on learning your skills, All right. It's easy not to do, right? It's easy to hit the snooze button. It's easy not to study the script. It's easy not to review the objections that you'll get on your phone and review them. It's easy not to do those things, just like it's easy to do as well, but it's easy not to do them. And you know what? You are compounding nothing. You know, when you do nothing, it compounds nothing. And then you compound nothing, and it gets easier and easier and easier to quit. It gets easier to do nothing. It doesn't feel as bad. Before you know it, it's like carbon monoxide poisoning, and it's poisoning your way to failure because it's easy not to. Here's the good news: at any second, you can turn it around and say, I'm getting back on the success curve by taking one moment, one thing, and doing something positive in a way, and setting the discipline and the decision, right? It's about making that decision that, you know what, I'm not giving up on my dream, right? I'm not giving up on it, right? The people that are on the curve to success have decided not to give up on their dream. They decided to go for their dream. But guess what? If you're headed towards a failure, what do you start doing? You stop dreaming about it. You stop dreaming this idea and this concept that you can secure 2 to 5 homes a week, that you have the ability to do it. You stop aspiring to do it. You stop thinking that, I probably can never do it anyway, right? The mountain's too big. I could probably never learn that skill, right? And before you know it, you won't even take one step, one little thing towards that goal anymore. Because why? You give up, and then it gets easier and easier and easier every day. Man, every time you go out there, every person you talk to is a learning possibility. It's a time to learn. Whether you get a yes or no, or you sell it or you don't, man, learn something from it, right? Success is based on failure. If you take it the right way and learn from it, man, you just improved a little bit more onto your skill. So with that, man, I just want to give you the idea and understanding that if you beat on this craft and just keep learning this skill and just try to really analyze every single day of doing something positive that moves you towards this goal, you will get it, right? Don't be denied. Don't say that you can't do it. It's just learned, right? It's just learn what to say and how to say it, and then the script and everything. Just learn it, right? And then on the other side, you got to be careful not to do anything, right? That's failure. You want to live mediocrity, then you can get an hourly job. All right. What we're offering here is for you to have this skill that's going to give you an incredible opportunity to make a great income for a long time. But what most people don't realize, if they go back to an hourly position or an hourly job, as soon as they accept that, they've raised it to a ceiling. You're going to have a ceiling on it, right? And that's it until you decide to change, or they give you a 10 cent an hour raise or whatever it is. So with that, you can do this. If you get the mindset right, you understand it's a skill. It's a skill that needs to be broken up in simple daily learning in order to get it. You will get it if you don't fail and you apply the slight edge to learning this and realize it's not one quick jump. It's not faster than a speeding bullet. It happens overnight. You're not going to go out with Jason and then be at Jason's level, okay, overnight. It's going to take a little bit of time, but is it worth it? It's absolutely 100% worth it. You can do this. That's my message to you. Read the slight edge, understand it, absorb it, and you can do it.